Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Miss Analytical Show. This is your girl, Miss Analytical, coming to you straight out of the NYC on this lovely Monday afternoon. So I want to just jump right into it. I know Basketball Wives premiered last Monday, and I'm just now posting a video about the season premiere. I just gotta be honest and say that it was kind of draining for me. I had to watch it over and over again. I had to stop and pause. Like, to me, it was sort of lackluster. But I'm going to say a couple of things about the season in general, so what's in the video. So let's just get right into it. So, The Basketball Wives Season 7, Episode 1 debut. It basically starts off with Jackie in Malaysia. They're visiting a yoga spot where there's goats that massage people's backs. They also drop pellets. And they actually aren't really that trained. They're trained to do the job of jumping on your back, but they're not trained at anything else. So Jackie wants to do this because, she's at this new space in her life. She had body sculpting. She went to China and she's focused on lifting her brand. And Malaysia moved to Atlanta with her kids, but she travels back and forth to LA to visit her family and, of course, to tape Basketball Wives. Let's keep it real. So Jackie has said, I really want you to come with me to this spot. And so Malaysia's like, okay, but I'm really not feeling this. But Jackie's all into it until the goat actually jumps on her back and kicks her. And that's when she's like, no, I can't do it no more. Because, Jackie's weird and quirky. Now, I'm going to just jump ahead a little bit because I'm going to talk about how, the season, to me, this episode, I wasn't really feeling it because it's still this talk with Jackie and Evelyn. Even when they at Malaysia's spot, Jackie's talking about how, I didn't like the way she came at my family with the donation, how she meddled into my business. And I've never been a Jackie fan because I never really liked her antics. But last season, to a point, I was siding with her until she made the Build-A-Whore comment about Evelyn's daughter, Shanice. I didn't really like that. But I do feel as though to a point, she was sort of like buying the respect. Not buying the respect, but sort of like, listen, if your mother couldn't do it, I'm going to show you how a boss bitch does it. So she paid the $3,500 to Jackie's daughter, Takari, and it set off a rip, and she's still pissed off at that. So what I didn't like was how Jackie brought up to Malaysia. Doug and I was watching this porn, and we were saying that this girl reminded us of Malaysia. And Malaysia's like, what? And she's like, yeah. Now, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to keep it real. I've always felt that Jackie has always wanted to sleep with Malaysia. I've always gotten that vibe after the second season. Not the first season, but I really thought that Jackie always wanted to go downtown on Malaysia. I've always picked that up. And I think that's like her whole MO of being, around Malaysia. And I think Malaysia knows it, but I think Malaysia hangs out with Jackie because I think Malaysia really likes Jackie. Because a lot of people outside the show, even Brandy, they all said that Jackie has not only been the nicest person, but she's been like she's advocated for the girls to get like fair wages. Whereas Shawnee don't give a damn. It's her clique and everybody else is just part of the show to just fill up space. That's what it's always been. But I also think Malaysia's around Jackie because of that support system. Because Jackie is a strong type of person to a point until she comes across Tammy. Because in the beginning of last season, when it was her and Tammy, Jackie backed down. Jackie was not a match for Tammy. But she did hold her own with Evelyn. I'll give her that. And she even challenged Shawnee. But when it comes to Tammy, it's like she don't play no games. She know where to pump her brakes at. And that's in front of Tammy. So meanwhile, we see Tammy doing her thing in NYC on Wildin' Out. Wild 'N Out is now films in Brooklyn. And I like Wild 'N Out to a point. I'm not such a huge fan, but I like it to a point. But Tammy is really funny. She's always been funny as a person. And I always say, going back to like 2011, Tammy should have been a comedian because she's very good at what she does. So she did her stint on Wild 'N Out. And so she's in the break room and she's talking via social media. She's talking to Jennifer, and Jennifer's like, I'm proud of you, girl. See, get your coins. Congratulations on being nominated for like the Bonnet Chronicles. That's like the Vine she does on the internet, and it's really funny. But she's really genuinely a funny person. So I'm not really gonna get into all that. I'm gonna jump into Jennifer hanging out with Evelyn, talking about the stalker and the restraining order. Now, for those of you who don't know, the stalker is actually Tim from Sweetie Pie's, who's Sweetie Pie's son. And I'm going to say this. I never thought the relationship was authentic. Do I think Tim is a stalker? I don't know. But this is what I'm going to say. Tim takes steroids. He took them in the past. If you look at the first season, Tim had a real nice physique. But then somewhere down the line by the fourth season, his muscles got really flabby. A lot of times the side effects of steroids is the masculine body becomes more feminized. And the feminine body with steroids becomes more masculine. It's like the opposite effect on the gender. And I feel that the reason why it didn't work out with him and his baby mother, Janae, was because of the side effects of steroids. I always put that together. Do I think he could have stalked Jennifer? Maybe he could have got a little crazy on her. But Jennifer's not the most innocent person either. Jennifer got a nasty streak on her too because I had a schoolmate that met her and she was very rude to her. I'll talk about that in another time. But I think that Jennifer could have exaggerated it. I don't think he was all that of a stalker. He could have been annoying, but I think some of it could be for the show. I'm not sure. I'll do more research on it and I'll get back to that. So meanwhile, they talking about their relationships, how it didn't work. And then Evelyn talks about Chad, about how he busted her ass. And she always brings up Chad. And a lot of people have the issues with the Chad situation because not only did Chad do a little stint in jail from it, but it cost him his career. And they feel like she ruined his career. Like he could have been one of the great football players to do it. But instead, she caused him to get blacklisted. That a lot of that was a lie. Like it really wasn't domestic violence. It was both of them was whipping each other's asses. So now we're going to get to Malaysia. Malaysia's family, she's with them at their home. And Brian Scott is her older cousin. He used to play for Los Angeles Lakers. He was a head coach for Cleveland. And now he's also the head coach to LA team. And he's with his son, Thomas, who is the Los Angeles coach as well. And Brian Scott is the boyfriend to Cece. And he was married for 29 years, but he left his wife for Cece. And Cece is Asian. And Thomas is married to a girl named Kristen, who's from New Orleans. And they have a child together named Kenzie. So basically, they pretty much talking family stuff. I'm not going to really get into it because it was more lighthearted. But those are the people that you're going to see in the show. Now, we get to Tammy and Reggie. Tammy and Reggie, they're sitting down. She's really booked, so they don't really see each other a lot. But she's trying to make time for Reggie, and they're hanging out at this restaurant. And they're really talking about their relationship and so forth. And she brings up the fact that, I still hang out with Shawnee and Jackie. And I really hope that they're happy for my success because she was like, honey, I'm booked and busy. And Reggie's like, I'm really happy for you. And even though I don't see you a lot, I'm still in love with you. And really because you made me a better man. And I got to have you in my life with me at all times. And Tammy's like, yeah, even though I'm old. And he's like, yeah, you're not old. And she was like, well, I know because I'm still at that age where all I want is to have sex a lot. And I thought that was funny. But I'm going to say something too. They kind of have a May December romance. She can definitely be his mother. Tammy is 48. Reggie is 29. So it's like they're 19 years apart. And it works out for them. The only thing is that I hope Reggie's not an only child, because she was pregnant with Reggie's baby, I think like 2 seasons ago. And unfortunately, she miscarried. Why? I don't know. But hopefully it lasts for them, because I think they're a good couple together. So now we have Evelyn and Jennifer. So they're talking amongst each other. And Jennifer's like, I really don't want to date right now. And Evelyn's like, her and French Montana are dating. And all of a sudden, the name Tammy comes up. And Evelyn's like, I don't really like Tammy like that. I don't want to coexist with her. We were never really friends to begin with. And she can't walk in high heels. Now, I'm going to say this, because Shawnee was there too. Tammy wasn't really talking about Evelyn this beginning of the season like that. I always felt that Evelyn didn't like Tammy because Tammy joined the cast in season 2. And it has always been this thing of Evelyn hasn't known Shawnee as long as Tammy has. Tammy and Shawnee's known each other for years. And Shawnee liked Tammy when she was struggling, when she was on welfare with her 2 kids. And I felt that Evelyn has always had a sense of, I don't think Evelyn would have really been my friend like that if I wasn't balling. If I didn't have if I wasn't with all these dudes. Like, Tammy was herself the whole time. She was married to Kenny Anderson. When she was struggling in between gigs, acting, doing hosting shows on gang shows. And when she was struggling and couldn't get any work and had to go on welfare, when she was wearing those busted shoes in season 2, Shawnee always was friends with Tammy. She generally liked Tammy because Tammy was real with it. She was not faking the funk. And I think Evelyn sometimes fakes the funk. And I feel that Evelyn has that insecurity about her friendship with Shawnee. It's like, I don't think Shawnee would rock with me if I wasn't who I am. So that's the thing. So moving right along, we see Shani with her mother Jackie, and they talking about the Mardi Gras party. And her daughter Sanaya is very pretty, but she looks exactly like her grandfather. She really does. Now, at this event that's coming up, Jackie's laying, listen, the new girls are going to be there, and Shorty going to be there with Jennifer. So Evelyn's going to be there, and I need you to be there because I don't need anything to pop off. I don't like Evelyn. I will never talk to her. I will never respect her because she disrespected my family. So I need you to be there. So Shawnee's like, okay, I'll come. But Ma, can you really coexist with this woman at a party? You don't have to say anything to her, but just be peaceful. She's like, I was peaceful with the situation the whole time. Evelyn disrespected me, and I can't let that. She disrespected my family. And I understand how Jackie feels. But you made that Build-A-Horn comment. Even though you didn't make it up, people said it online, but you, the one that said it, you kind of disrespected her daughter too. Now, going into the Mardi Gras party, before Jackie's there, we see Jennifer and Evelyn, and they talking a lot of shit about the men at the party because all of them are like 50 plus years old. It was a lot of grandpas. They was well groomed though, but they was grandpas. Then we have Shawnee comes in, and Jennifer, it says, oh, Tammy told me to tell everybody who she rocks, who she fucks with, hi. So Evelyn knows, okay, she don't fuck with me, so I know she not saying hi. But she couldn't make it because remember, she's booked and busy. So Evelyn's like, I really don't care. She really don't care. So they talking about Tammy until Jackie rolls through with her daughter. So then Evelyn's hands start shaking, and Jennifer's like, listen, I see your hands shaking. Are you good? She's like, no, I'm good. So Jackie's like, listen, she better not say a damn thing to me. Otherwise I'm a pop off. So her daughter's like, yo, Ma, just calm down. And so she's like, I'm good. I don't want her to say nothing to me. So Shani's like, I'm going to be the peacemaker. And Jackie's like, listen, I don't want you to say anything to her. But she was like, Mom, it's okay. I could do it. I'm a grown woman now. I'm no longer a kid. Because when she was on Basketball Wives LA, Shani was like, I think like 18 years old, 18, 17, 18, but she's now 25. So, and she's a mom. She can hold her own. So she walks upstairs and talks to Evelyn, and she says, hello, my name is Chantel. I'm Jackie's daughter. And I just want to let you know that I don't have any issues with you. I don't really even know the real situation like that, except for what happened, but there's no bad blood on my end. So Evelyn's like, nice to meet you. I don't have anything against you. It is what it is. I will never say anything to your mother. I won't. And she was like, I know, but I just don't want any bad blood between you all. She's just very big on family. She was like, I am too. So pretty much what came out of that conversation was Shani is not crazy like her mother. And Shani wants to just be peaceful, make peace amongst the whole everybody. And I think Evelyn actually had like a respect for Shani, because Shani didn't have to do that. Shani could have been just like her mother and been like, bitch, 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 bitch. But instead she was like, hey, I'm Shani, I don't have nothing against you. I was hoping that maybe one day I could get to know you, but maybe because the situation with my mom, it may not happen. So, and Evelyn was impressed. Evelyn like, I'm impressed because she didn't have to do that. And that showed that she's actually mature. So, Jackie's upset, wilding out saying, you took her side. She's breaking the family up. And, Jackie, she over exaggerates. And she's like, no, she's not. She was cool. We had like a couple of minutes of talking and that was it. So Jackie's irate and everything. And basically we see the girls partying and stuff. And it was a nice, cute little party though. But it was nothing to brag about. I would say it was, what it was? It was a VH1 reality TV production party. That's what it was. So then we get to the ends of the show and we get with Shawnee and Jennifer sitting down, meeting up with Tammy. So they talk about the party and then they talk about how they want to know why you don't really fuck with Evelyn. So basically Tammy's like, listen here. It's not like I don't fuck with Evelyn. It's pretty much like, listen, Evelyn's basically never been my cup of tea. But Jennifer, you talked a lot of shit about Evelyn. Them couple of years when she wasn't talking to you, you used to talk to me all the time and you told me a whole bunch of stuff about her. And Shawnee, I'm not going to say anything else because, hey, that's going to come up later on in the season. But Shawnee says, she talked a lot about you. And she was like, really? And she was like, what she said? And she said, well, she made a joke about you. She was like, a joke? That was the worst thing she could have said. Because it's one thing to say, I don't like you. Fine. But you going to joke on Tammy and knowing that Tammy is now a comedian and Tammy got a slick mouth, always been sharp and witty from day one, even when she was on The Real World. Really, bitch? You ain't no match for Tammy's wit. So she's like, okay. So she was like, I think I'm going to go. Now, Shawnee, I'm going to say this. You instigated that because you could have said, well, if you want to know what Evelyn says, you need to talk to her. But instead, you're going to say she made a joke about you. All Shawnee had to do was say, she said that she don't really rock with you like that. That she never considered you friends. But Shawnee's very messy though. And that's why I've never been a fan of Shawnee. She's very messy. But moving along, Tammy walks out and she's like, I'm going to walk like this. I'm going to zoom my walk. And Jennifer and Shawnee looks at her with Shawnee's mouth dropped. And that's how the season premiere episode ends. Now, I'm going to say something. The season looks really good. But y'all season opener was pretty whack. 7 seasons, y'all could have did a lot better. But I'm going to say something. This season is all going to be about Tammy. Whereas last season, it was all about Jackie and Evelyn versus Evelyn. This is going to be Tammy versus Evelyn. Basically, Evelyn, you coming back to Basketball Wives and nobody's really feeling you. Second of all, I feel like a lot of skeletons going to come out the closet. And what I'm seeing is that your friendship with Shawnee is going to be fractured. Because she's Team Tammy all day. Let's keep it real. Another thing, too, is is that I feel in my heart of hearts that a lot of the show is contrived, but a lot of it is also contrived through hidden feelings of a lot of people. I think a lot of people on that show don't like each other. I think the only person on the show that really have a genuine friendship is really Shawnee and Tammy and Jackie. That's it. I think Tammy is the one that's truly friends with Shawnee and Jackie. That's it. I think Tammy is the most down-to-earth one on the show. And I've been seeing Tammy since day one. I'll tell you that straight up and down. But I'm just basically going to, just sum it up with saying, I like the fact that y'all bring new people on the show every year. Whereas Atlanta Housewives, y'all need to bring in new blood, really. I will give Basketball Wives that. Y'all always bring in new people. But I still think that the same core group is always on the show. I really also believe that Basketball Wives could do better with like the plots. But besides that, I don't have anything else bad to mention. But I do think this season is going to be good. And on that note, this is Miss Analytical signing off. Make sure to check out this video. Subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Follow me on Spreaker.com. And also hit that like button and hit that bell button. All right? Take care. And have a wonderful day.